Alright, what's up, guys? This is episode 12, Planet Pariah, with me, Val, and you,
Val.
Noito.
Noah.
Noita.
I don't like saying my name.
Why?
It's just weird.
What? I've said that in like a previous episode, and you're like, what? I don't see that. What?
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of like me, Noah. Me, title.
Exactly. Noah. I don't like it.
I think we should all like earn our names.
We should all just go by our social security number.
I don't like that. That's dystopian. I think we should all earn our names like they did in the Viking kingdoms or whatever, or at least what you see in TV and games or whatever. Or it's like, oh, that's Stone Crusher, or that's Giant's Bane.
Like from doing something?
Yeah, doing something cool, like Boulder, Molly.
So, nicknames.
yeah, nicknames. I've never really had a nickname. Y'all, like, you and Carol call me Noita sometimes, but
yeah,
that's it.
And I don't even know how I thought of that. It was
just like female Noah.
Yeah.
Noita.
Noita. I wanted to talk about. Well, I didn't want to. It was just a topic of how I came out of the womb.
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, why not?
Why'd you think of that?
I don't know.
Was it because of a friend having a kid?
No, I think you had brought it up, and I was like, oh, that's something to talk about.
Yeah,
it
go
was
ahead,
like a few days ago, though. So, unusual, but happened. My mom had me. So, you like try to get the baby in a certain position to get out right. Obviously, head first. And then you come out smoothly, nice.
Yeah.
But they couldn't flip me. I didn't want to be flipped. I didn't want to do flip.
How are you positioned?
So I was positioned to where you're laying, say you're laying on your back and your feet and legs are all the way up. Like to the point they're touching your head. You know what I mean? Like you're completely folded.
What the heck?
Yeah, I was completely like folded.
I remember that. Yeah.
What? Yeah, so it was like...
You're a folding chair.
Yeah, I was folded. And my legs just didn't go down because it would have been... No, either way, yeah. Anyways, I was folded and I'm coming out of my mom, but it's completely butt first. Like my ass is coming out.
Yeah. Wait, was it a C-section or natural?
No, it was natural.
Oh, jeez.
And it was so bad. My dad, apparently, he saw it and looked away because he thought I was like deformed.
Oh my gosh. 2 heads.
Yeah. He was like, oh no. No, like legit that happened. He was done looking. And anyways, the like amount of like, obviously I'm coming out like twice as bigger because it's like I'm folded the head. I mean, butt first, and with all that force, I ended up breaking my mom's butt.
Dang, right. You cracked her butt?
like literally, yeah, broke her butt bone.
Jeez.
And anyways, I was released.
Dude, like in the past, whenever you explained it, I always saw it as your legs coming out and then your butt. I didn't realize that you were folded.
No, I was folded.
How did they... Oh, that's...
And then
dang,
how
dude.
big, like...
You're twice as big.
like, damn, go my mom, right?
No. Yeah, I guess. Jeez. You're the reason she never had another kid.
And then... I know. I mean, they didn't even want me. It was a surprise, she likes to say.
Yeah, my mom says that we were all surprised.
So we're all of y'all?
Unexpected.
No. My brother was planned. I think.
Sure.
I think he was. They wanted... Yeah, he was planned, but the only thing was my dad's mom was like, I don't want him to be a bastard child. So
A bastard.
So they got married.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, bastard child sounds cool. We're in the South, so he would have been named
Bastard
Sam.
child.
Victor
Did you have any
Sands.
crazy baby stories?
Crazy baby stories besides me getting electrocuted?
Oh yeah, besides anything like the womb? Because then also my brother...
I don't really remember those times. It was kind of dark.
Yeah, okay.
The walls were wet.
The doctors had like kept telling my mom that my brother was like dead inside her.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
like to just suck him out, you know?
With a vacuum.
Yeah, and my mom was just like, no, like I'm gonna go through it like natural birth.
Yeah.
And he comes out and he's alive. I'm like, dude, why didn't you just sue them? She's like, I don't know. I was just relieved and wasn't thinking of that. Like, she could have sued for so much. Like, they were just trying to kill him and get him out of her.
That's weird. Oh, like, I hate people. Dude, if we ever make clothes or whatever, like to go with the podcast, like a little clothing line, I hate people needs to be a shirt.
I hate people? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I say that so often on here, so.
I hate people.
Get a little pocket tee. I hate people.
There's so many times where I'm like, I go out and there's so many moments of like, even I'm with someone and we're just like, God, I hate people, because you just see someone and they're doing something. It's like, why am I out here with them?
It's okay,
Have
so.
No.
Oh, wait, sorry. Go ahead,
Have
because
you
I'm about to
been
roll
like
into
reading
nothing.
up with like the news around here
Nah.
of like actual sex trafficking going on?
Oh, I've
in
known
the
about
Target
that for years.
area?
Target area?
Yeah, like there's been like a couple of men just walking back and forth on the Target strip, you know what I mean?
Oh, jeez.
And one of the moms like passed by and she had her kid and he like looked at them and in Spanish said, "What about this one?" And she like understood it, but they didn't think she did because she didn't look like she speaks Spanish. Yeah. And so she starts recording and she goes up to them asking like what they're doing, and they wouldn't say anything and they kept walking away. And then they eventually like she follows them and they walk to the parking lot, and they parked far in the back near Kohl's, but like back.
Yeah.
And they both had different vehicles and they split up.
Dang.
And yeah.
That's like
scary because it doesn't happen around here until.
No, it has. It's just.
But also that's such an open area.
It's an area where high school age kids and middle school kids will just get dropped off by their parents. So
scary.
It makes perfect sense. No, so whenever late middle school and through high school, I was so aware of that stuff because my parents let me know of that stuff that I was scared. Like when I was dating a girl freshman year, like I was just paranoid every time she went out. So I was like, dude, you can get scooped up or something, and it's gonna happen to you. Like, because like San Antonio is huge for sex trafficking.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
San Antonio definitely. But like here, we were still like a small little town.
Not anymore,
but
dude.
not anymore. That's what I'm saying. It's like crazy to think about. Not anymore.
And even like being friends with families or whatever, and they have like young daughters and stuff. Like I think about that crap every day. It's scary, and I just hate it because the world's so disgusting, and I wish I had the Infinity Gauntlet so I'd snap away all of existence for everybody and save people. So I look upon a grateful universe, knowing that I saved everybody.
Scary.
So, yeah, I hate it. Like, even whenever my girlfriend, or at the time, would like say she's going to a concert and stuff, like. It's like, dude, you're gonna get raped. Like,
yeah,
I was super overbearing.
I always think
and stuff,
these things, but there's no way I'm gonna say it and like put that in other people's thought.
Yeah, I didn't care because I was like, you need to know.
Think these things, yeah, it's like, scary, but
also, I'm better now. But
I don't know, you can't like think that way.
Yeah,
all the time.
And my last girlfriend I had in high school, she was just super positive and always like. I feel like she was just blissfully ignorant to some things. Like, I was like, how can you be, like, so happy when these things are happening? Or how can you, like, go into these situations and not be aware of what could happen, the possible outcomes or whatever? I guess I'm just super pessimistic, and, like, it balanced well with her optimism because we kept each other level. Yeah. To some extent, but yeah.
That's nice. Must have been, like, refreshing.
Oh, it was good. Like, that was, like, seriously what I needed at the time to recover from all the crap that had happened years before with other relationships. But yeah, just stuff like that. Dude.
I hate people, right?
Yeah, I just want to be the Punisher, man, and find these people and go out and hunt them down, you know. Just like, give me a gun.
Be a bounty hunter.
Yeah. Okay, when I was little, I seriously considered that as a profession.
Same. I've still kind of like that would be so cool.
Yeah, because it went from being like, I want to be a police officer to being like, I want to be a bounty hunter.
But
dude.
I
want to put down people.
Like, would actually do it.
Yeah. Recently, because I found God or whatever. Like at some point in my life, and during high school, and kind of fallen off on that or whatever. But at the time, it changed the way I looked at life, and like, could I kill somebody now? Like back then, when I was thinking, like, could I kill somebody? Could I take a life? without it being like me defensively like fighting for mine in the process. Like, could I just go out and shoot somebody and be okay with it?
But why would you do that?
Or like if like I feel someone is bad, could I go out and take them out right now?
Oh, could you be the judge of that?
Yeah. And at the time,
Right.
I don't think I could. As before, like I could have, but at that time I couldn't. But now I think it's kind of come back around where it's like I just don't care. No, life is life. Whatever. No,
I mean,
that's kind of
you're
messed
supposed
up.
to like take other precautions before going to taking someone's life.
Yeah, but could you go like straight Punisher? It's like I deem you unworthy. You're
That's
dead.
all the movies, the shows,
Do you think there's people out there that are
TV.
like that?
like that badass.
Badass, but they actually go out and kill bad people?
I mean, wouldn't we be hearing about it?
Maybe, but would you want, like, being a government, would you let the news broadcast that to inspire the people? Because you know what's happened with the school shootings.
Okay.
Like, if you hear about these vigilantes going out and
Oh
killing
yeah,
people.
they inspire other fucking
Yeah, because
idiots.
there's tons of people who are maybe like where we're at, where it's like, you know, that could be something we do. And then you hear about more and more people doing it. It's like, okay, that's the reality we live in. Let's go do it or whatever. And so now
I
all of
think
a
it'd
sudden
be
you have
hard
these
to get
people taking
away
the
with-
law into their own hands. It's like the Wild West all over again.
I think it'd be hard to get away with though, because the law is like advanced now.
I guess so, but if enough people rise up, we could overthrow the government. Yeah, I don't know. I used to be into conspiracy theories and stuff, and like the second revolution's coming or whatever was one of the ones that I kept seeing of like the videos of like far right leaning people, super conservative people who are like amassing guns and creating militias and getting set ready to overthrow the government.
Oh, like the purge, literally what they
Kind of, yeah.
predicted or are saying.
You know, like that they caught militia leaders in Texas, right?
Really?
Near border towns, like they were amassing, getting ready to go through, and they the
No.
FBI tracked them down and took out one of the leaders.
Was this like recently?
Yeah, like
Because I
within the
just saw
weeks.
an article of like, just like saying that they found a bust of like seizing 1,000 firearms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a real thing. These things are happening. We just don't know about it. It's like secret wars around the world. What a beautiful planet we live on.
Scary. But also, it's so, I don't know. It's so weird living and like having to be aware of certain. Well, some people aren't. Some people
aren't.
totally don't want to think about that.
You have to find a balance. You can't worry about everything all the time, but you need to be aware.
I think I'm in good balance.
I think now I am too, but after years of like freaking struggling to find that balance.
Were you ever just like constantly scared?
Yeah.
Really? No,
Some people
I've
would say I
never.
still am.
No.
It's the fear that drives me forward, Val.
I think there's like different sorts of fears that like people actually legitimately scared and can't go out and do
They
things.
can't function.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And there's
guess so.
some that are aware and it's like okay, but not on that level.
Fear is a powerful emotion. Is fear stronger than love?
I think it's more common, so maybe yeah.
Okay.
Probably, because it's definitely more relevant on a day-to-day basis.
I mean, in general.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, what about personally? Do you think the feeling of love is more, like, which one's stronger? The feeling of love or fear?
I don't think I'm scared of. But then what do you think?
That's for me to know.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to answer that.
Crap, there's something I was gonna talk about. I can't remember what it was. We went off talking about freaking sex trafficking or whatever.
It was that first childhood.
Childhood?
Any baby stories?
Oh, baby stories, right. Oh, crap. I don't know. I can't remember. Did you have anything you want to talk about on this episode that we didn't get to last one?
I think in the moment I thought of things, but
Okay.
I've
Because after talking about fear and love, for me, I just went somewhere else, and I just got back, so I'm kind of like dazed. Oh. It
yeah.
was a transition I was gonna make, but then I let you talk, and that's how we got into a different conversation.
Okay.
But you're saying there's just like some people that you just like, at, right?
Yeah.
Is there a certain type of person that you look at and you just feel bad for? Because for me, it's old people. Usually, it's old people. Like you see an old man walking, it's like, dude, what if he was married and he lost his wife and now he's just walking on his own, or whatever?
Okay.
Or seeing them in the store and they're shaking to like grab a jar of jelly or whatever. It's like, dude, that guy, I just feel bad for him. And specifically at HEB, there's this really big guy, like really tall dude.
Mm-hmm.
I call him the Gentle Giant. I don't know his name, but it's just like I look at him and it's like, dude, I really want the best for you, man. Like I don't even know who you are. Like you could be a bad person for all I know, but honestly, I think I'm a really good judge of character. Like I've usually been 100% right all the time.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been wrong about anybody. But yeah, like I just look at this guy and it's just, dude, I really hope life brings great things for you because I feel like you deserve it. And there's some people like that where I just see randomly, it's like I get that feeling. It's like, dude, the world owes you so much, and I don't know why I feel that way. But
yeah, I get that. Like that.
Yeah.
Of wanting like good for people.
Yeah. I like kind of feel bad for them. It's like, you deserve so much.
At first, I thought your question was like, do you ever look at people and you want the opposite of not,
no.
not feeling like they want something?
Oh, no.
Because you said feel bad as in like, or you started off as like, you look at people and it's like,
I changed the direction of the question.
Yeah.
But is there like people who you just feel bad for automatically?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the same thing and like the same thoughts you have. It's just like, damn. Like you want, like you have this sense of like maybe they're just not okay.
Doing too good at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like, is there like a general kind of person, like somebody that you always look at, a type of person, and it's like you almost always feel bad for them?
No.
Not even homeless people?
Oh, that was the first thing that I thought of when you said that. But some people are like look happy, like because you said like elderly people, but like when you said that, I thought of like every elderly person, but some of them, they're killing it. They're out here.
Yeah, maybe
like,
I'm just reflecting because I don't want to get old.
Dude, I don't either. Have you like thought of that and then like, the ones that struggle? Like, I don't want to get to that point. I'd rather kind of just.
That's what my dad says. My dad says if I can't wipe my own ass, just put me down.
Yeah, exactly. I've thought that. It's just like send me off in my sleep.
Yeah, but not with like, don't like use medicine. I want you to take an axe to my head. That's what I'm gonna tell my grandkids. If you ever see Grandpa break his leg, get out the axe from the garage and put me down.
The last thing you see, you wake up, your eyes, and the axe is coming at you.
My 8-year-old grandchild with an axe. He misses. Ugh.
But no, legit, like, I don't think I want to live to where I'm struggling and, like, have to be in bed or, like, in a wheelchair.
A wheelchair would be cool.
But, the ones where, like, you can't even get off. Get off.
Get off on stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't. I don't know.
Yeah, get up and stuff. Yeah. Crap, my dirty jokes just messed me up. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't really feel bad for homeless people, though. Some of them I do. Like, if they have a dog, it's like...
And some of them is sad. Like, a lot of veterans.
Yeah, like, people like that, you could probably assume, like, they didn't end up there because of their own choices. It's just, like, life did them a bad hand or whatever. But there's some people who just, like, screw up their lives when they're young by doing drugs and stuff, and they end up there.
And that's lame.
Or making bad choices. Yeah. And it's just kind of like,
you did it to yourself.
Kind of. But if you see an old man out there on the streets, it's like there's something that went wrong with society maybe that ended up putting him there. Or like veterans, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I don't know what to say after that.
You ever feel bad for, like, the animals?
Oh, yeah. Constantly.
Yeah, especially when it rains and stuff. I start to think about that.
Stray
Which
dogs.
is weird because I never thought of that until I had animals.
Really?
Yeah, that never came to mind.
Are you somebody who doesn't like think about things until it happens to you?
I don't know. I feel like you can't feel the type of
Empathy?
yeah.
Are you not
If
empathetic?
No, I am, but there's like a different level of once you have something like you can actually relate to. Because
Mel's
you
a
can't say,
sociopath.
because you can't say that you've gone through like what certain people have gone through of like one of their family members was murdered. Like obviously you feel bad, but you can't say
Do you try to relate though, or do you not even try
Why would I try to relate?
to understand their situation?
I mean, you can like automatically understand it and be like, yeah, that's like I think it's almost kind of like shitty to be like, oh, let me try to relate something to your family member being murdered.
Yeah. I guess in some cases, yeah. All right. I'm trying to go off of that, but oh yeah, I'll just end it off pretty dark. Yeah, one of the times I felt really bad for an animal that I couldn't see, I was walking home from school and it was raining really, really hard, and I heard a little dog yelping in the ditch, and as water's just flooding into it. So I was like, that dog's drowning.
You didn't do anything.
What am I to do? I don't know where it's
Call
at. I just hear the
somebody?
echoes. Oh, I guess I could have called somebody.
What is wrong with you? Literally, what?
Yeah, I felt bad that day. I felt bad. And I moved on.
Fucking horrible. Oh my god.
A little insight for you listeners. I'm trying to set up Valerie to be like the heroes, and I'm like her antagonist.
More like, he's not setting it up, it's just how it is.
I want her to be the people's champion, so you can rally behind her.
He's just saying that, it's just really how it is. No. 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 No.
Dude, I'm ready for a nap. And laying on your
Nap?
bed with the nice clouds above us. So calm. Very cool room.
What imagery? Really killing it. Ew. You can't tell if your eyes are open or
I like doing that. Yeah, one of my exes, we did FaceTime or whatever.
Mhm.
And we're in dark rooms or whatever because it's late at night, usually.
Yeah. Why not just call them?
Because I want to see her face and she wants
But
to
it's
see
a
mine.
dark room.
Yeah, but if you pull up the brightness on your phone
Yeah.
enough, you can see your face.
Okay, what?
But I would do this thing where I'd like close my eyes just enough that they're still open, but it makes my entire eyeball look black. And so I look like a little demon and it would scare her. That's just what you remind me of.
That's cute.
Yeah, that's
Your
cool.
mind.
Huh?
I said your mind.
Yeah, my mind is an interesting, weird place. So what's your least favorite race? No.
What the fuck? Bro. What? Oh my god.
Dude, tell me a joke.
This podcast.
This is a serious project, okay? It's a serious thing. I put
Remember when that one Halloween we couldn't stop laughing at that joke? The what did the fish say when he ran into the wall?
Oh, damn. Dude, that was the joke that I'd go to if I ever felt bad. Like, because whenever you told me that, I was crying at laughter. And then I just, like, the entire night, yeah. And then 4 years after the fact.
Yeah, I still like it. It makes me smile.
Me too. That's, like, one of my favorite jokes of all time. So thank you for that. You bring me joy.
Yeah, no problem. That's what friends are for.
Dude, should you watch the It trailer right now?
Should I?
On the air. On the air. Because it was really good. I liked it. It was really funny, though, too. I don't know. We'll talk about it later. But I wish you'd seen it before because we could talk about it. Because you liked the first movie, right?
Yeah, I did.
It's one of my favorite horror movies.
It was funny. It wasn't scary, though.
You weren't scared at all?
No, there wasn't one part of that movie where I was scared.
You weren't scared whenever You weren't anxious at all whenever Georgie bent down to look at him face to face?
No.
You didn't feel anything?
Which is crazy
You're a
because I used to
sociopath.
not like
You're insane.
clowns.
Me neither. I got over it one day.
That movie was so funny to me. Dude, all scary movies, all these ones, like, none of them get me.
Most of them are stupid, and yeah, I laugh
None
at
of them get me. I haven't seen Us, but I've seen Hereditary. I've seen a lot of scary movies, and
Hereditary
none of them
wasn't
get me.
scary to you?
No.
Dude, you got issues, man.
The only part where I was like, whoa, and like we kind of laughed at.
I haven't seen it yet, and I want to watch it, so don't spoil it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a part, but I only like laughed afterwards. But the whole theater was like, oh.
Yeah, maybe that's just how you react to scary things.
Maybe.
But yeah, like in It, the first one, not like the original, but like yeah. Whenever Georgie was bent down looking at this dude, I was like, what's gonna happen? Like I had like my head like I was like kind of holding my head. And I was like, because I was anxious. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, when is he going to, like, come out and pull him, or is he going to bite him or something? It's just, like, the unknown sort of factor. And then whenever the projector scene, whenever, like, it's just flashing or whatever, and it goes black for, like, a second, and he comes back out, and he's, like, big or whatever in the garage with him, that freaked me out, dude. And
I feel like I just predict all these things, though, so I'm never scared. Because it's like you could tell, okay, something's about to happen.
Well, those are the only 2 times I was scared, and I love being scared in a movie setting. Because I'm not afraid by scary video games, like that game Outlast when you're going through the asylum or whatever. My friend Danley and his brother were terrified of that game for whatever reason, but I just played it at their house, and I was just going through. And I think I made them feel like weenies because of how like not scared I was. And so stuff like that. Most horror movies aren't scary to me. I hate jump scares because those are cheap hits or whatever. It's like you're gonna jump a little bit because it's just a loud noise in your ear.
Okay, yeah.
And sometimes it just catches you off guard, and it doesn't add anything to the movie. It's just I like things that build up tension and there's a payoff. I mean,
some people like it because it's like fun. They laugh afterwards.
Oh yeah, I laugh because it's stupid. It's usually something dumb.
But that's the point. I think that's what they're kind of doing.
But I like horror movies to be scary, and it's kind of like, oh, what's gonna happen next? Like, what could possibly happen?
There's not a lot of those.
No, not well crafted scary movies.
No.
Yeah, I like suspense and I like mystery.
Have you seen Us?
No.
I haven't either.
I wanted to, but I never went. I'm banging my leg. What's the scariest movie you've ever seen? And it can be a movie you saw as a kid that you thought was really scary at the time.
There was this one movie as a kid. I don't know why I thought it was so scary. I mean, obviously I was a kid. It was like this. I don't remember it, but I remember the characters. It was like Mama and Papa Justify.
What the heck?
Yeah, and they were doing like this weird little ritual thing. For some reason, it freaked me out. And I wasn't even at home, which made it worse. And I was at my aunt's house, and I always hated that house. It always scared me for some reason. But I like started crying apparently. I don't remember, but but there's that. But like now, I can't think of anything like movie that scared me, because they don't scare. I don't know. I feel like I listen to too many actual
real
life things that, and like that doesn't even. I mean, like it's like shit that happens, but once you see like a movie, it's like
Do you like going to horror houses or haunted or like?
Oh, those Halloween? Fucking terrified me as a kid. I was done as a kid. No, I hated them, and my aunt would always make me like Six Flags go through them.
Oh,
but now
we can relate on that aspect then.
But now, and then like the past like vacations as a teenager, we would go to Universal Studios, Halloween, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's all you do. Like you go through the houses, and there's people everywhere, and I'm not scared of it anymore. But I'm not scared of it. You are though, right? You're scared.
I'm terrified.
No.
I can't do it.
It's like, okay, there's a person underneath these stupid costumes, so it's like, who cares?
I can't, I know there's a person there, and I know it's their objective to scare me, but I can't, for whatever reason, I can't get past that, and I can't put myself in a situation like that.
Does that mean, say you get attacked or something, you're just gonna, be scared?
No, because, like, part of a haunted house is you can't hit them back or whatever. And I'm not, like, one to jump to violence. I'm not one of those idiots who, like, someone pops out and scares me, I'm going to punch them in the face right away. Yeah. That's not my first instinct, because I know, like, you're just trying to scare me or whatever. And I don't even scare easily. Like, people try to scare me and stuff, and I don't scare easily.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think it's let's go for a deep psychological cut here. Uh, let's go for some explanation of how this started, though. So when I was little at my private school every Halloween would host like a Halloween night or whatever, like maybe a couple days before Halloween, where you go and they'd have like cakewalks and they would have like face painting and they have like different games you could play for prizes. And then the main attraction that brought people who didn't even go to the school, they just went to this Halloween event, was the haunted house they set up throughout the school. A 2-story school. It was a private school, so it was a big building. And they would go all out. And so I was, let's see, I think I was in second I was in first grade because my teacher, Miss Shulock, I don't know, whatever, she might have got married now. Miss Shulock, my first grade teacher was in the haunted house, and I knew this after the fact. So however old you are in first grade, how old are you, do you think? 7?
6, 7.
Okay.
Right.
I was in that range. My brother was a year younger than me. My youngest brother, 2 years younger than me at the time. And we all went, and we got tickets to go. And I remember this night vividly, dude. We got the yellow tickets. And we're going up the stairs, and the hallway's lit up red. And we're going in, and we're all kind of like together. And, dude, just like downhill from that. People grabbing at our legs. Like, somehow underneath the walls, they were sticking their hands out and grabbing at our legs or whatever.
Like, actually touching y'all, too?
Yeah. You hear screams echoing throughout the hallways or whatever. And then I remember going up to this curtained area, and a light goes on, and you see a woman, and a chainsaw just comes down at her, and she's screaming her lungs out, dude, and she's flailing, and then you see all the guts coming out. And it was just, like, seeing that as a kid, and I don't know if I thought it was real or not, but, like, after that, me and my brother started crying, and we're all holding on to our mom. And then we turn around, there's a demon the size of the hallway following us the entire way to making sure, like, we keep going through or whatever. And just more stuff happens after that. People in skeleton outfits came out or whatever, and were jumping around us and, like saying, like, they were going to touch us or whatever. And it was just like, oh, we're scared or whatever. And then we got to the exit, and then we turn around, and we see the demon thing. Filling up the hallway, and that costume had walked around the school already the day before, and I was like, oh, it's Mr. J or whatever. It's like, hey, Mr. J, like through tears, hey, Mr. J. And then we went out the door, and then my mom felt like a bad parent after that, because I was traumatized, dude. I think they've all gone to their own haunted houses. Like what's the one that goes on, the big one,
House of Torment.
Yeah, I've gotten invited to that a couple times, always denied it.
See, I don't know, I've heard the same story of people being, like, traumatized as a kid, and, like, I've done it. Like, I was forced to go through these, because if not, you're a little kid standing outside at Six Flags, right? You can't do that.
Oh.
My aunt would make me go, and I don't know, I was just like, I'm pretty sure I would cry, and I would just hold on to my aunt the whole time. And one time she's like, you okay, Valerie? And one of the characters heard, and they're like, you okay, Valerie? Like, right in my ear.
My gosh.
Right in my ear the whole way, until, like, they had to, like, cut off, like, if their section's gone.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my god, like, this is like shit, you know, because I didn't even want to be here in the first place.
Yeah.
But now it's just kind of just fun.
I guess. But, like, a year later, my mom takes me to SeaWorld, and they have the little thing or whatever. And I just remember watching these things marching down, because it's like, oh, now it's time for them to come out. And so there was, like, a little parade for them walking by. There was a cowboy with his eyeballs hanging out in the sockets or whatever. There's a dude on stilts just screaming as he's walking down.
Oh my
There's
god,
these 3
you would
witches.
hate Universal Studios.
Dude, okay, hold on. I was 9. All right, I was 9 at SeaWorld, and, like, I was scared. I remember seeing the witches, like, in, like, this wooded area, because they create these woods in the middle of the park. And it's just like, I remember walking by, like, the sections, seeing these things, like, kind of beckoning you to come in or whatever. And I was like, oh god. And then most recently, this is how I know that I am, like, it's a deep-seated thing for me. Same ex I'd been mentioning for a while or whatever, the past, I don't know, since the podcast started. Same ex, we all went to Six Flags for Fright Fest or whatever. This was like 2 or 3 years ago. And so it was my family and it was my girlfriend at the time. And it was just kind of like, it's about to happen. 8 o'clock strikes, and then the train goes through. And you see all these monsters and stuff, like
Cool.
hanging off, and I was like, this is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And then something deep inside me just turned on, and, like, I've never had, like, I don't know what an anxiety attack is like, but
Mhm.
it was a thing that I felt once before, and I was feeling it again in this moment of seeing all these monsters like going by the train tracks on the
Mhm.
train and like kind of yelling and making their noises or whatever. And I froze and I just stared because at first I was like, "This is amazing! Like this is awesome! I feel like I'm in a
You have
movie
like
right
a
now."
appreciation
The
for it.
appreciation for it,
Yeah.
and it was like, "This is dope." And then that thing kicked in, and I was like, I gotta leave. And then I turned around and the train got to the station and they all start running down the stairs and coming out to the crowd and like running towards kids and stuff.
That's
And
funny.
my girlfriend and my brothers were like, let's go to the haunted houses. And I was like, I'm going to the car.
Seriously?
And I went to the car and I waited there for an hour.
What the hell?
Yeah, so that's how much of a problem it is for me.
Dang, I would have never thought that.
Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. But
Wow.
yeah, so I'm a weenie.
Wow.
But like, thinking about it now, it's like, if you asked me to go with you and Caroline and some other people, I think it'd be fun. But like when I actually get there, it might be like, guys, I gotta go home. Cause like I don't know if it's because I'm like giving up my power in a situation where it's like I'm gonna be scared. Cause I've always thought of us as like adrenaline junkies, like running around as like preteens or whatever, like at nighttime where there's like real dangers out
Mhm.
in the real world, and
And
we're exploring it or whatever
yeah.
for fun. But like whenever you go into these haunted houses, you're like giving up your power, and it's like you're gonna be scared for like the next 15 minutes or whatever, and you can't do anything about it.
If you find it scary, yeah.
If you find it scary, yeah. And I don't know. I think
you're supposed to kind of just like laugh at it.
I've been to one and it was awkward because it wasn't as scary and it was just like popping out and it's like, what do I do? Like I'm not scared. It's like, ah, you got me.
Yeah.
Now it's just an awkward like I'm gonna walk over there now.
Mhm.
But like I don't know. I'm sure, dude. I'm 20 years old. Let's go this year and we're gonna get. You're gonna get me over this
I'm down.
thing.
I've never been to House of Torment.
Really?
Mhm.
So House of Torment is like a part of this like group of themed horror things or whatever. Like if you go on the website, they have like the haunted hayrides and stuff all throughout
Yeah,
the country.
I've seen.
The hayride one I want to do because you're in a field where the grass is tall.
And you can't see anything.
You can't
I
see
know
anything,
it's like dark.
and they control your flashlights, so they can turn it off at a point.
Yeah.
Because that's scary. Like
Also,
if I'm gonna do it,
the
I wanna
House
be
of
scared.
Torment has like
Different
that new
themes
intense
and
thing.
stuff, right?
Yeah, they like came out with that maybe last year or a year before, where you literally have to sign a waiver before doing it,
It sounds like
and
that movie.
you go in a group of people in this room. And maybe it's like bigger than a room. I don't know, but you have to try to find your way out, right? And they each give you one group, one glow stick. The monsters, you signed the waiver because the monsters they could take it and they could touch you, and you're trapped in the dark. Yeah, and like some people have panicked to like get out because they're that scared.
But you signed the waiver.
Yeah,
so
you signed
gotta
it.
Find your way out.
Exactly.
Crawl on your knees and hands.
I think there were some stories of like it took people like way too long.
Yeah, I remember on another podcast. I think it was I don't know. I can't remember. It was a group in San Diego or San Francisco, one of the 2.
Mm-hmm.
But they were talking about how there was like a local legend of like there's this house that around Halloween, that time of year, you can just go in, and they lock the doors behind you. You got to get out on your own. And there's people in there. They can do whatever they want to you.
Wow.
And you know that by going in.
Ew,
There's
I
no
don't wanna
waivers.
do
It's all
that.
off the books.
No.
Yeah. And people were saying, like, yeah, they do whatever they want to you. And you, like, give it up. So it's just, yeah, it's just weird. It's people who, like, really take it that far. And like I said, it's like that movie that we watched that one time. Do you remember it? Where it was, like, this group of people. It was, like, a found footage sort of thing. Where they're looking for the next scare, like, the biggest scare.
Yeah,
And
and
then
it was a lot of them were in Texas.
yeah.
But and then that thing started following them.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
went to different haunted houses.
And then they got to like it was like Louisiana or something, and they found the dude with the mask, and it's like go to here or whatever. They all die. They get buried alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's also kind of a little scary about the haunted houses and Halloween is the stories that of like actual like real people being a part of it.
that girl who hung herself on
Yeah,
accident.
who hung herself on accident and was there, and
people
the
watched,
whole
thought
day
it was an act.
people walked by her and everything because it was like, I think it was just, they thought it was part of the attraction.
Yeah.
And she was hung there.
Well,
dead.
when she was actually struggling, people said they saw that, and they were
Oh,
like,
for
"Oh, that's
real?
really good acting," or whatever. And they just
Oh
walked
my
by, and then it
God.
was like, "Oh, she's actually dead," but nobody knew. So yeah, people just keep walking by.
Wow.
Yeah, screwed up stuff like that, and then people like they said in the movie that we were just referencing. I can't remember what it is or whatever, but
It was on Netflix.
it was. It'll probably come back on this year, but
I think it still is.
yeah, they're talking about how like these places hire like criminals and stuff.
Oh yeah, they don't even look through
Like they don't background check.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is a little creepy, but that's why you don't go to the sketchy ones that are just like there.
Yeah.
You go to like the big name ones like House of Torment or Six Flags or.
I can't remember if it's a movie or if this is real life, but like there was a dude who would play his part or whatever, but he would see someone going through that he liked and he would grab them and kidnap them from it, and he would kill these people. I think it sounds like a movie, but also it could be real life, so I don't know.
It honestly could. People are crazy.
Yeah, the lines are being blurred nowadays. Well, that was quite the topic.
I know.
You learn a little more about me, how I'm a weenie. But yeah.
Apparently I'm a psychopath.
You're a sociopath.
Sociopath.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've actually gotten that.
You should get checked out.
No, I feel empathy.
Now you're just saying that. You said that so emotionally. No, I feel empathy.
But there's like, I'm definitely, I don't know.
Yeah, defend yourself.
No, I'm not even going to, because I feel it, but also not on a level that I feel like most people do.
Okay, yeah.
It's just like, okay. Because I listen to so many things that are bad. And so when you hear something, it's just like, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're a monster. No,
I'm just used to it.
Would people say you're a people person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like my boss is like, I don't know what it is about you, but people just come up to you and talk to you.
Charisma.
And like you. I don't know either. It's not like I'm like going out there like out of my way trying to talk to them. It's always them coming up to me.
You have a certain gravity.
It's weird.
That pulls in people.
It's weird.
Oh, the clouds are kind of going away.
What time is it?
It's like 6:30.
Time to party. 6:14.
I was off by like 16 minutes.
Like 16 minutes or actually
exactly
16 minutes?
16 minutes. I knew you were going to call me out on that. Angry.
Imagine trying to do a podcast and we're like angry at each other.
It's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. Episode 540.
You think how bad that would be?
Like we had a fight the day before and it's like, well, we got to film. So, Valerie, how was yesterday?
Oh, yeah, whatever.
You know what happened. So this chick, no.
We just talk about it. Oh, no.
Yeah, we talk it out in there.
I know.
At the end, it's like, yeah, it's fine. But, like, we put it up as an episode. People were like, wow, they really hate each other.
Yeah. Oh, I've thought about, and people have suggested it. What if we did, like, have you ever listened to, like, Jenna and Julian's podcast?
No.
I think they do it on Twitch. And
Oh, live stream it?
Yeah.
That's a whole different setup, dude.
It is. But I feel
But
like
you think you would want to do that?
There, yeah.
Okay.
Eventually.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's definitely been a thought I had, but it is, like, a setup. We'd have to refine what we do right now.
It's also a different thing, because, like, you don't have to edit. And you're kind of just doing it.
Oh, you think
talking
you just do that and put up the VODs?
No, like, instead of these. Because no.
Oh, in addition to.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
Yeah, just like another random thing of us talking.
So separate from the podcast, or like that's the evolution of the podcast?
Like different.
Different?
I don't think I would want it to like get the. I don't know. That's a good question. I wouldn't want our podcast just to be like, oh, live stream. Every single time.
I think we could live stream certain things. Like one day, like maybe we build something, or we're working on a project for like a video or something. Yeah. It's like, let's live stream it.
But I would want to live stream, yeah.
Because that'd be funny, because then we can interact with people. We're talking like we have an audience.
I know.
We have 14 people, I think.
I know, but also when people like randomly live stream, like people show up.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it is a different avenue to gain a following, gain some traction with some people. I guess our big thing right now is like reaching out.
Yeah, I've got to post these forums.
Should I start like posting it on my personal account? No, because that takes away like. I don't have a personal account. Don't look for it.
I think we'll just like post them on like forums, podcast forums.
Oh yeah, you said that last time. Okay, yeah. We'll do that. Hey guys, check out my podcast, PlanetPariahPodcast.
We act like it's not ours. Check out this podcast.
Hey guys, there's a really cool podcast. These two really cool dudes. Their like names are like Noah and Val or something, but like they're really cool. So you should check it out.
Yeah. Their favorite color is going on.
Yeah. Noah's like really really cool. Like he does these really cool things, and like I heard he's like really attractive. Val's like cool too, but yeah, check it out.
You could tell who writes them.
And we use the Planet Pariah account to do it.
Yeah. So dumb.
Man, I want to get skateboard again.
I know, so do I. Like, actually, like, it was fun.
Yeah.
Like,
I felt good afterwards too.
Yeah, I just
Like-
want to, like, keep doing it.
Yeah. I finally got the ability to. I've gained the ability to go over curbs, like drop
Yeah.
down from them, and I just like it feels good, man.
Yeah, I was, like, thinking, like, getting back into it. Because, at the beginning, we're all just, like, riding around the flat surface.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, gradually, like, an hour goes by, and now we're going down these hills.
Yeah.
And, like, gradually, now we're going, like, even higher and higher. And it's, like, we just keep going. And, like, people are following, and it doesn't matter. Like, the whole vibe just changed through the night. It's like,
cool.
wow, I haven't done that in a while. Like, I haven't even, like, I guess rode, but, like, getting to the point where you don't care if you fall. And, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wish I had felt that when I was younger, because I'd be like a pretty cool skater boy now. But yeah, like whenever I started riding again, I didn't have that. I was like, I'm gonna fall. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I fell last night. That was the worst one. That's the second time I've fallen since I've started skating
I'm-
again.
Almost like a little PTSD just because
Oh,
I
yeah.
broke my arm on a ripstick.
And you hit your head.
And it was like the stupidest way. I didn't hit my head on the ripstick.
I thought you fell down the second time. That's how it happened the second time.
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, you broke your arm.
I broke my arm on, ripstick. And it's the stupidest way because you're just, if you go slow enough, you get caught on something.
A rock.
And I got caught, fell, landed on my arm.
Ouchie, dude.
Lame.
Big ouchie. The big oof.
Lame.
So let's talk about Fortnite again.
Lame.
Dude, let's play a game
Dude.
to see who has been on the most modes of transportation.
Rock, paper, scissors. Ooh, okay.
All right, so I'll start first. We're going vehicles, so skateboards and stuff like that don't count.
Okay, yeah. No.
All right, so vehicle, obviously a car. Yeah.
Mhm, yes.
All right, go ahead. Yours.
Oh. What do you mean view? Like, are we staying at vehicle? Like,
Like,
can I go, like, straight to plane?
yeah,
Okay, plane.
I've been on a plane as well. Oh, you're gonna beat me, dude. I just thought of that. I think I've been on a motorcycle. I didn't drive it, but
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, I've been on one,
Okay.
but it's not like I would drive
Go
the
ahead.
fucking thing. Helicopter.
Yeah, that's where you beat me. I haven't been on one. That was for the Grand Canyon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Is that it?
I've been on a boat,
Been on a boat, yeah.
sailboat.
Yeah.
I think I've been on a jet ski once.
I don't think I've ever been on a jet ski.
Okay, I'm gonna say I haven't either because I can't remember. So, I've been
It'd be
on
cool, though.
a ferry for like cars. You've been
I've
on a
been
cruise,
on-
right?
No.
You haven't been on a cruise?
No.
I'm
There's
surprised.
that.
I haven't done that, so
Oh,
that's not for me.
really?
I've been on a big boat from like Scotland to Ireland, I think. And that was like a
Interesting.
ferry, but it had like a movie theater on it. It had a giant dining room area.
Damn, okay.
It had stores in it. That ship was huge. I met some cool Irish girls. They were awesome. They told us the middle finger was the peace sign, but backwards like that. This is peace. That's the middle finger over there.
Nice.
Yeah. So we all start flicking each other off. You're fine. That was cool.
So tough.
Yeah. Well, I was 12. That's so cool. I want to go back, dude. All right. Is that really all the modes of train? I've been on a train.
I've never been on. I don't think I've ever. No, I don't. I'm gonna say I haven't.
Dang. Trains are cool. That's one of the things I liked as a kid. Totally different episode, but like trains. I love trains.
Dude, I love hearing the train at night.
Yeah, I loved watching them. I love Thomas the Tank Engine. Like I had all the little wood tracks and stuff, and I'd build my own
Yeah.
tracks.
Oh, the little cool train that goes around. Yeah, those are cool. I like that about Christmas of like the trains.
Yeah.
Uh,
Back to vehicles.
I keep thinking of like, but this is when we talked about like the kids have this, or I thought of, or now that we're like skating or whatever, I
Dude.
thought of razor scooters.
Oh yeah. I don't
Like,
really see them that much.
I know, and I feel like I would want.
Back in the day, every kid had like every cool kid had a scooter.
Yeah, I feel like I would want to again.
Yeah.
Just to, like, like memories.
Yeah. Actually, I had a
Reminisce.
dream like 3 nights ago, where there was like another kid who was trying to like post up on my block or whatever, and we both had scooters, and I
Mm-hmm.
like rode towards his direction. I did like a kick where it went around, and I landed back on it.
Yeah, I've
And I was
always
like,
think
dude,
of that.
I just did that. And he was like, oh man, he went home. And I was like,
Because I feel like now it wouldn't be that even hard.
oh yeah, I don't think so either, because we're bigger than the scooter.
Yeah. But, oh, the pain of hitting your ankle.
Yeah.
The side of that. Wow.
That was an ouchie, dude.
Those are good. Like, memorable.
The worst accident I ever had on a scooter, I was riding my brother's because my wheels had worn down at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have my Batman scooter yet, but I was riding my brother's like blue Hot Wheels scooter, and I was riding by my neighbor's house, and they had a garage full of people. And I was right next to my mailbox, and the front wheel comes off,
No.
and so I hit the
what?
ground,
Yeah.
and it flips me forward, and I bust my chin on the sidewalk,
Ow.
and I had tears in my eyes, but I wasn't crying, and I got up, and I was like, oh, and I look over. And I think they were pretending like they didn't see. And I was like,
Not
and I
even
got
asking.
up, and I picked the wheel, and I picked the scooter up, and I went home. And I, like, cleaned off my chin.
Doesn't even ask if you're okay.
No. But, yeah. I miss the scooter, dude.
So I remember we said this story a long time ago, but when our old friend, he fell on
Oh, yeah.
Halloween on a roof stick, but we were ahead of him.
Yeah.
And he fell so hard that the car that passed by stopped
over.
and asked.
And then people in the neighboring houses came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were just the assholes way ahead. Like, what
Yeah, you
happened?
turned around before I did.
Yeah, I
You're like,
did.
should we turn around? And I was like, he's fine.
And
And then you didn't get up.
and I went
And
all
you
the
turned
way back.
around, and then I came back.
Kids.
I miss that stuff. But now we're like big kids, dude. I'm gonna say we've hit like the loser lottery in terms of like you work at a pizza place, you skateboard now, you're not going to the school like college or whatever. But I've hit it big time. I don't have a job. I skateboard. I don't go to school. I don't have plans to go to school. I don't have a job.
Do you pay for your gas with cash?
Oh yeah, I pay with cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
That's like one of the things people say.
Oh, is that another thing?
Yeah, like
Oh,
you
I'm on
just
like 6
you
now.
just put like $5 in. And
What's
that's
another
of the
one?
things. Like a loser thing?
Yeah.
But dude, at least we have cars.
Yeah, it's true. We're not
We know how to
bumming people for
drive. There's
rides.
people that don't have licenses.
Yeah.
Trying to hype herself up.
Yeah. Yeah. We drive. I have a car.
Uh,
I have insurance for my car.
I pay for my car. Dumb. Yeah, but also that's lame to think that like you're a loser just because you're not going to school.
I'm just saying, like, in terms of like what
Society?
a baby boomer would think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Like, you don't have a job. You don't go to
Mhm.
school. You're skateboarding
Yeah.
around. Skateboarding's for delinquents.
Yeah. That makes total sense. I don't know. I just want to live. Especially like, yeah, you're saying, which I've always had that thought of, like, like the world's kind of just ending.
Yeah.
Like, just
Oh, and I was
fucking
talking about Domino's girl. Shout
just
out.
go for it. Just,
The world's ending, so I might as well just talk to her.
yeah. Just do things. Go on a road trip. Travel.
Yeah.
Do it.
That's how there was a turning point in my life in middle school where I was like, I only have one life, so why don't I just live it the way I want to?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like a selfish way of living, I think.
But I think sometimes you have to.
I mean, yeah. Just, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just want someone to share it with, you know?
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Ladies.
Disgusting. Why does that remind me of Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Oh my gosh. You're a fan, huh?
No, why? What?
Which
I
chipmunk?
bring them up once and I'm a
Which-
fan now.
That's one too many times, Val. Which chickmunk would I be?
Um,
Alvin, thank you.
I knew you were gonna
You're
say that
Theodore.
stupid shit. Who's Theodore? The one with the glasses?
Yes.
Dude, I'm
Who's the
totally
fat
fine
one?
with that. Who's the fat one? What do you mean? Out of who?
Alvin, Theodore, and You gonna look it up?
Yes. It's gonna bother me.
Christmas. Oh, my youngest brother Micah.
Simon. No,
Oh,
Simon was
Simon's-
the nerdy one.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you're Theodore.
Oh, fuck you. Disgusting.
Ooh! I have a thing that I thought about yesterday, or the day before. Do you have any irrational fears?
What do you mean?
Like the one that I was thinking of at the time was because I was driving on my own at 4 in the morning. It was 2 days ago or 3 days ago at this point. But it was when I was practicing for just skateboarding around or whatever. I was coming home and the entire sky lit up for a second, just like white for a second, and it turned off. It was like someone flipped on a switch and turned it off.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, dude, I'm waiting, because I was waiting for the bombs to drop. Because ever since like how we were talking about earlier, like we have an understanding of like there's terrible things that could happen at any moment out there in the real world. One of my fears is like we go to World War III, and like there's a nuke that's dropped on Austin, and we're in the proximity of it or whatever. And it's just like waiting for the bombs to drop every second of the day. It's like I'm aware. And so whenever I saw that light happen, I was like, it just happened. I'm waiting.
That's funny that was what you thought of. No, not that I can like think of it. I'm like,
yeah, because I used to wake up in the middle of the night to a loud noise, and it's like we're being bombed or whatever, and like jumping into the action.
No, yeah, I don't. There's nothing that I'm scared of like that. No.
All right. Well, what about irrational fears of like? I can't think of anything else.
No. Well, I'm sure if you get deep into it, you could think of something. But
Yeah, because one of my biggest fears, and it's like irrational, is like getting dark here, guys. Like a loved one, and I'm forced to watch them get raped. That's pretty irrational, right? And that used to be my biggest fear.
Yeah.
That like before it was like dolls, and then it was like loved one getting raped in front of my eyes.
God.
Yeah. Because I read a story about like it was like some minor celebrity, and that happened to them. Like somebody broke into their house and he wasn't aware, and his wife was getting raped in the other room. He came in and he saw it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I don't like talking about it.
Dude, imagine how you feel. Yeah, let's not talk about. Oh my God, I just want to kill them.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about it because I don't want to give it energy to manifest in any way.
Oh my God, yeah, let's not.
So, what's your favorite ice cream flavor, dude?
I like vanilla.
Me too. Classic.
I know. Thought you were gonna give me shit for that.
No, vanilla was my favorite for years.
Yeah.
And then I branched out and grew up, you know.
So like what?
I like a mix of like I like chocolates, you know. Not like chocolate ice cream, but
no,
like
I can't.
chocolate chips in it, or like peanut butter cups.
So, have you had the? I didn't even know this existed. So one of my coworkers was like, "Try this." I was like, "Okay." So Bluebell came out with cookie
Dude,
cookie
my
two
dad
step,
got that too. My dad's like, "Yo, try
and
this."
that's my favorite right now.
It's good.
Cookie two step. That's
It's like
it's good.
cookie cake, but ice cream.
I've never thought of that, but I guess yeah.
Do you like ice cream more than frozen yogurt, or the other way around? Because I'm frozen.
I
yogurt
like
guy.
frozen yogurt.
Yeah, because
It's
you
like
get all the different
smooth
flavors.
and like yeah,
You can put toppings on
I
it.
like it.
It is
better.
smooth. It just dissolves in your mouth.
Mhm.
If there's no dairy or like fatty feeling
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah, frozen yogurt.
All the way, dude. All the way. Cookies or brownies?
Cookies. I don't like brownies.
Cookies, brownies, or cake?
I don't think I care for cake either.
Brownies. I love brownies.
I say cookie.
Brownies, cookies, then cake.
Cookie, cake, then brownie.
Wow, really?
Mhm.
Why don't you like brownies?
I don't give a shit about them. Why do you like brownies?
I love them because they're crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside.
No.
They're savory sometimes. They're super sweet.
Mm-mm.
The way I make it, I make quadruple chocolate, dude. I
See,
get chocolate
I
bars.
can't-
I cut it up.
I can't eat a lot of chocolate. Like I just feel ooh. So like one bite and I'm done.
All right. I just have like yeah.
So there's not even like a
There's some things like that for me.
enjoyable moment. So why?
Like donuts, I can't have too many because it's just like just this whatever sugar or sweetness it is, it just doesn't mix with me.
Yeah, isn't that funny how that's like part of like growing up?
I guess so. Like you can't like eat
Certain
all
foods
the
like
sweets.
scare you now, or like
I'm not scared by
I
food,
don't, not
but
scare you, but like I'm not gonna eat it because I know it's like what scares me is like what's inside.
okay. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm scared by people handling my food now because
Oh yeah.
having worked in places.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, but like what's inside? What do you mean?
The
Like
ingredients.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's like what the FDA allows or whatever. Yeah, I like eating food in the UK. So much better than American food. You just feel so
Wow.
good afterwards too.
Am I
You don't have.
seeing that correctly?
Are we really past an
We're
hour already?
really past an hour. Are you kidding?
No, we reached an hour, dude.
Whoa. My eyes were like, what?
Dang, dude. So do we end it off here with food talk?
Yeah, we can't.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
fine.
yeah.
I mean, we could continue it. It's like whatever.
Let's just finish talking about food.
I mean,
So, what's something that you used to eat as a kid that you can't really stomach anymore?
like I said, like the chocolate things. Mm-mm.
I could go for all day for those things still.
Uh.
It was like a weird patch. In high school, for sweets, I was like, I can't really eat too many because I feel sick like after one bite of
Yeah.
anything sweet. And then I kind of like, once I had nothing going for me anymore, I could eat whatever.
Fast food. No.
Oh, I can't eat McDonald's.
No.
McDonald's instantly makes my stomach churn.
I
It
can't.
doesn't matter what it is.
Oh, I can't drink soda.
I choose not to drink soda. I
Yeah,
can if I want.
I choose not to, but now I just can't. Like, you know when
It
your body
burns.
hasn't
It
had it,
hurts.
so if you have it, it's like no, it hurts. It's like no, your body's telling you no.
Yeah.
So no.
My mind is telling me no. But my
As a
body
kid, I
is
don't
telling
know.
me yes.
I mean, there's things like that, but that's just like I feel like you get to be an adult and you're
You'll-
like you
you'll-
see things.
I guess so. I don't want to grow up though, so maybe I'm like hanging in the past
Mm-hmm.
for some aspects of my life,
Mm-hmm.
like my diet.
All those stupid little like who makes the brand of all this shitty food?
Stofers,
Is it?
like frozen food.
No,
Oh.
the pastries.
Oh, like the
Like-
Twinkies and stuff.
Yeah, and like
Hostess?
the brownies with the chocolate brownie with the colorful, like the rainbow brownie.
Oh yeah, that stuff is gross.
Yeah,
I
fuck
can't
no,
eat it
I
anymore
can't.
for sure because I saw a video where somebody cracked one open and it was just worms crawling out
Oh
of it.
my god.
So I was like, I can't do that. No, I'm not
yeah.
gonna do that.
No, I can't do any of that.
I like making my own stuff. That's
yeah,
when I'll eat.
Baking's like cool.
Yeah.
Like making your own stuff and stuff.
Like when I make my own
Good.
brownies, I can eat those. But like if my mom or my dad or anybody brings home like a package of like here's cookies or brownies, it's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid of what's like not the ingredients that's inside of it, but like where has it been handled, who's touched it, and how much of like foreign crap is in there
Yeah, I
that
get
shouldn't be
that.
there. So I just get too stuck in my head about it.
Yeah, exactly. Same. Like that's what I think about like fast food.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's all I can think of.
Well, it seems like this is a good stopping point for this episode. Episode 12.
Sure is. Yeah,
actually.
episode 12.
Yeah. So if you like what you heard, go ahead and give us a follow. Twitter, Instagram. You can find the links to those in the description down below. Subscribe. Smack
Like,
that bell.
or
Like, dislike,
dislike.
comment. Say whatever you want to us,
Seriously,
man.
Comment. Just say something. Say
Say
whatever.
something.
If you don't like us, say it.
Say it, yeah.
But-
Say like,
If you didn't like us, I guess you're not this far into the podcast.
that's true. If you,
But
yeah.
if you didn't like something we talked about, whatever,
Yeah. Tell us a
Mhm.
secret.
tell us the secret.
Tell us your deepest, darkest
Maybe don't
secret in the
comment. You
comments
can
below.
email it to us.
Yeah.
PlanetPariahPodcast@gmail.
Oh yeah. If you want to email us, go ahead, man.
We'll reply.
Yeah. Just nothing illegal, please.
Yeah. Well,
All right. Cool.
All
Over.
right. Cool.
Outro music.
Yeah.
I'm
Adios.
gonna play some for it.